Because you're the best around. Nothing's ever going to keep you down. You're the best around. And I don't know the rest of the words to that song, but my God, I am pumped to do some karate. And that is because I am Ben Rosenthal, one of the co-hosts here at Hack the Dino Gaming Cast. We bring you the past, present, and future of video games, news, previews, discussions, and fists in your face full of fire and brimstone and Hades. What's going on, Floppy?
Oh, a little bit of this, a little bit of that.
Yeah?
You're a little bit aggressive.
What's that song that pumps me up? I was just about to ask, do you use your fire fist on anyone?
No, I
No?
keep that to my fire fist to myself.
Yep. So you're just fisting yourself?
Yeah.
Yep.
What?
Yep. Braden, hi. Tell us about your fisting escapades.
don't.
Who do you fist, Braden?
Events.
Sorry, just being confronted with the shouted question of
Who do you fist, Braden?
is quite a lot to process. So
There's no real way to recover from that, is there?
No.
That's what people say about me.
Oh, boy.
Because I know karate.
Did you know
Hi.
Ben does karate?
I do karate. I fist a lot of people.
Welcome to Hack the Dino, where we are your
what's-
local news
Talked
reviews.
about, right? You get your fist and you fist them. I fist many people each week in
You
my
may
training.
not be able to tell from our current intro, but we talk about games and gaming-related events.
Sometimes I go to tournaments and I fist people so hard they get black eyes.
Can you
If
imagine
you,
if
for some reason, are enjoying what you're hearing, you can head over to hackthedino.com.
Do you know
Check out our link
sometimes
tree.
I pull a combo, right, and it's a fist and a foot, and like I'll foot them and then I'll fist them.
I'm so sorry.
Same spot.
There is a Patreon. But don't even worry about it after this.
Can you imagine if like movies in like the 40s and 50s where they're like, hey, do your fisticuffs, see? It's like, what if they just were saying fisting?
Oh, what are you talking about, Paulie? What, you gonna fist me now, huh?
Where are the local Seek ads? Any podcast hosts wanted?
Oh, Floppy, don't be shy. We all love a good fisting here at Hack the Dino. You just get your fist, punch it up real tight so it's nice and tight so you can get maximum force. It's all about physics. It's physics. It's fisting physics.
And you can
Which
do...
is the title of my new autobiography.
Oh,
Fisting
God.
Physics. I think we broke him. Hey, guess what?
What?
I don't know. I asked you to guess.
7.
Yes, correct. 7. 7. Let's hear it for 7, everyone. 7.
I'd like to thank my mom and dad.
Yep.
And
All 7 of them.
Yes. Sorry. I'd like to thank my mom and dad, all 7 of them.
Who are you?
I don't know.
Is that like a bad Saturday morning cartoon?
No, it was
villain?
like the Cletus guy from The Simpsons.
Oh,
Hey, Ma,
right.
get off the dang roof.
Do you know what else you can do when you get off the dang roof?
Can you head over to
Yes,
hackthedino.com?
you can. What can you find there, Floppy?
Can you find a Patreon tab?
You can, but we'll go into that a bit later on.
Okay.
What else can you find there?
An entire link tree of things about us.
Yes, so you can see our Instagram, you can see our Bad Game Arts, you can see your pickup page, you can see my pickup page, you can see Braden's pickup page of video game stuff.
Oh.
We're not going to your OnlyFans again.
You only do that once.
TikTok as well, which
Sorry.
I place almost daily videos, which have been getting a lot of traction lately.
Nice.
People find us amusing.
Really? Or are they laughing at us?
Probably. I
Okay.
hope so. That's why I shaved my head, of course.
Yeah.
Shut up. That's why I shaved my head.
Yeah, own a razor.
And above all, it's just a good fun time where you can join the Discord for free. You can sign up for our newsletter where I talk about stuff we don't get time to talk about on the show because quite often we ramble on about things like this freaking mouse that I've got here. And lots of other stuff that we like to do on a time where the internet exists. Mm-hmm. Everywhere. So head on over to hackthedino.com. Be sure to rate us on all the Spotify's and all those things, all the podcasts. Give us 5 stars, review, leave a nice little comment so we can read it out on the air. Leave us a nice review and then shoot us an email showing like your 5 stars with a little comment, and we'll read it out and talk about how awesome you are.
Oh, that's a good one. Let's do that.
Yeah, let's do that. Do you know what else we can do?
What else can we do?
We can explain the $20 retro challenge.
Dun.
So the Retro Challenge, very, very simple. We announced it at the end of last year, and we did go out and start the Retro Challenge, but we'll get into that in a second. But first, the rules. Each of the dinos, Floppy, Anto, Braden, and I, were each given $20. And you can actually see a video of this if you head on over to our TikTok or our Instagram. You can find them at hackthedino.com.
Depending on how old you are, you've got one or the other.
One or the other. They're on there. You can have a look at what we did. And we went out for a day of retro hunting. Now, the rules are you've got $20 to spend on whatever you like as long as it's retro. And by retro, it has to be 2008 or earlier.
So the first year of the PS3 and the 360?
Correct. Maybe.
When was we? I can't remember.
I think it was before then.
I thought Floppy was going down a really small slide just then.
Or just like trying to fake it. Like he's too old for slides now, but he wants to keep his mum and dad happy because he doesn't get to spend much time with them because they're divorced. So he's wee.
You know what one of my favourite things is the
Spending
videos
time with your
of-
divorced parents?
Nah. Videos of people on roller coasters, but with Billy Corgan just like about to start singing.
Yes. Oh my god.
Anyway, $20 retro challenge. Each given $20. You can spend it on whatever you want. So if you find 3 items that are $2 each and then another item that's $10, you can do that. And then you either trade up or sell. And that money you use or that trade you use to either trade up and sell for more. And the idea is we want to see how far we can get from that initial $20 by the end of the year.
But you're not allowed to add more funds. You can only use what you get from your original purchase by either trading or reselling for a little bit more.
Example, we got $20. If I bought something for $10 and then sold that for $30, I would then have the $30 I got from that transaction plus the remaining $10. So I'd have now a kitty of $40.
Why do I feel like I'm like if there was a train coming 40 kilometers an hour from the north?
How many bananas are on that cart?
We did have fun going out.
We did.
That
It was a
great.
great day. It was a great day.
I actually hope we can do it again very soon when the stars align.
That was the day I got this.
It was.
It wasn't part of my retro challenge.
No.
That
So-
would have been amazing.
Again, head on over hackthedino.com. Click on Instagram at Hack The Dino or our TikTok, again, at Hack The Dino, and you can see what we picked up. But Floppy, go through what you managed to get on the day.
So I had a weird little thing. I didn't go gaming.
Yeah. Is it
so
because
that's
there's no
the thing
games out there?
for like $20.
Yeah.
So you also don't have to stick to gaming. We made a rule. It's just a retro challenge of things from 2008 or before.
Correct.
I picked up some VHS tapes, which I think I can flip for a bit more. I've spent a total of $10.
Nice.
And I have 3 VHS. I have a cardboard sleeved copy of Top Gun. I have a clamshell copy of Ron Perlman and Linda Hamilton's Beauty and the Beast.
You know, that was actually a TV series?
Yeah, that was and the movie-length pilot episode,
Right.
which I have on VHS now.
God.
And for an entire $1, I got Jackie Chan's Fearless Hyena.
Surely you'll make a return on that.
I better. So
So
I have those 3, and I still have $10 in my kitty.
And we will be updating this over on the Instagram as well, with pictures and whatnot. I've asked everyone to take pictures of their haul and to update that. Braden, what did you get on our little retro hunt?
I'm trying to find good photos of these horrendous VHSs that Fluffy found.
You will not find good photos. They don't exist.
You could have just gone to the Instagram and clicked on the third part of the retro challenge.
True, I could have done that.
But don't worry.
I did want to show people who weren't familiar with Ron Perlman's in Beauty and the Beast.
Oh.
That second picture is the VHS cover, I think.
It's
Or
haunting.
something like that, but I got the clamshell one.
Oh,
So that makes it cooler.
It's terrifying. I had no idea this existed. And
So
then
this is
Fluffy
also
pulled this
Beauty and the
out.
Beast in the early 90s in like New York.
And do you know what's worse?
What?
Ron Perlman can't emote because he's got that many prosthetics on. So you just have like this the whole time. It's awful. Anyway, Braden, what did you get?
I got a Sonic comic.
Oh, you
Sonic
did too.
comic.
That's right.
Yes, I got a Sonic comic. I've whacked that bad boy up on eBay.
Any luck so far?
Nothing yet. Nothing yet.
So the rule with
Got a bunch of
eBay,
views.
if you have to pay postage, it has to come out of your $20.
Oh, I never pay postage when I sell on eBay. They're paying for that shit.
Yeah,
but
all right,
yes.
yeah. So postage needs to come out of that
Yeah.
lump.
So
sum.
postage gets covered in that lump and everything. But yes, we'll see how that goes. I have only spent $5 though, so I still have
Pretty good.
15 to play around with in the meantime. So
have there been any bids on that particular comic so far?
no, but there has been plenty of views.
Good.
Is it all Anto?
The Sonic community are definitely out there on the internet. Turns out.
So Anto.
Anto and a billion other people who went and review bombed that weird game. And then, so we'll see how we go. I've got another $15, so I'm not too stressed, and I'm not in a mad rush to get that thing to move.
Well, I think Anto only spent $3. He bought a Diablo 3...
Diablo 2
2.
strategy guide.
Yeah. What I did on the videos when I edited them and put them up as well is I put the comps, which are comparisons for what's sold.
I did like that.
So it actually pops
I
up
did
what
see
the
that,
past
actually.
2 or 3 have sold for. So we get a good idea of what realistically
So
the
judging
market's
by
doing.
that, who's sort of
Well-
hypothetically leading?
Well, I mean, let me talk about what I've got first because I think...
We don't care. All right, we do.
So I ended up buying... I was a bit cheeky. I I know, right? First thing I picked up was, and I think this is a bit of a dud pickup.
Hepatitis.
That was a while ago. I got a WWE 2005 DVD board game, and I spent $3 on it. And I thought, surely I know enough wrestling fans that I can flip this for at least $5 and make my money back and just start to build up the kitty that way. So far, everyone who I've spoken to has gone, nah, I'm right. And a couple of the guys I've spoken to go, oh, I had that as a kid. It was fucking awful. So
Zach Sabbath? Looking at
no,
you.
I haven't asked him. Although maybe he wants it for his daughter. So
Don't do it.
I've got that up on Gumtree and Facebook. A couple of people have looked at it. Haven't had anyone message me. Then I came across some WrestleMania DVDs, and I
is pretty fun.
chose WrestleMania 9. That was $5.
Have you watched it yet?
I have not yet watched it. But it is a modern release. It's not an old release, so that controversial thing probably
yes,
won't
'cause
be in there.
There was a controversial scene in the original release that Ben was hoping was on this one.
I wasn't hoping. I agree that it needs to be wiped from history.
You're okay, not hoping because you thought it was a good idea, because it would have netted you more money.
Yes. But having said that, I've tentatively, I'm not going to report it as official yet, but I've tentatively sold that for $40. So I'm already looking pretty good. Then
Ben's in the green.
Yeah. And then I found another piece which I was able to sell rather quickly for $20. So if all goes according to plan, this time next week, if this DVD sells, I should have $62 to my kitty as well as that WWF DVD board game.
You'll know he's just working towards affording a Chrono Trigger.
Well, we talked about this. Floppy and I were playing Fortnite the other night, and I went, hey, you know, it'd be really cool is if I got enough money to be able to buy a Chrono Trigger and have a box Chrono Trigger at the end of the year. That would be amazing.
If I got something really stupid, and because it's up to the viewers, they still chose mine to win.
You've got like a Cabbage Patch Kid.
Yeah.
Like its arm missing. And I've got a box Chrono Trigger.
And
one
they're
of
like,
my Grail
well,
items.
yours might be the most expensive, but his is cooler.
Triple Indy in the live chat said there are 37 WrestleManias in existence, and 9 is critically one of the worst. Correct.
So is that why it's so sought after?
Especially when those that main event, which I believe is Bret Hart versus Yokozuna, and then Hulk Hogan. Spoiler: Hulk Hogan wins the WWE Championship.
No.
Between Bret Hart and Yokozuna, Hulk Hogan walks out with that belt.
Why does that not surprise me?
Because it's Hulk Hogan. He's
Yeah.
a piece of shit.
What a twat.
Anyway, so that's the retro challenge. Be sure to head on over.
Game Boy Dad's got a crock pot with a Pokemon sticker on it. You know what? I could do that.
Be sure to head on over to hackthedino.com. Follow us on TikTok. Follow us on Instagram to be up to date with the $20 retro challenge. And this is fun. I'm actually going to film whenever I go out now, whatever I pick up. I'm going to
Me too.
Floppy's OnlyFans. So you can find another website to get that. But yes, I'm encouraging the rest of the dinos to do that as well, so I can edit them and put them up, and it'll be an ongoing thing at the end of the year. And then, as Floppy alluded to, at the end of the year, we'll be putting it to you viewers as to who wins.
Spoiler. Who wins?
Oh, I forgot. Yeah, I picked this up the other day. Braden, did you see this?
No, I haven't. Oh my god!
It's the
look at
trophy
that.
for the retro challenge
oh my
winner.
god! Did you just get a piece of metal and just push against the inside of the trophy?
It even says first place winner on it. It was $1.
I've only ever
cash
seen
and carry.
one worse trophy than that.
And it's in your house.
No. God, no.
Well, I paid $1 more for this than Dan did for that trophy.
The one word, maybe one of our viewers knows, but there has been one worse trophy.
Damn.
One.
Do you know what else is worse?
What?
Games that we're not looking forward to coming out this year. But do you know what is good?
God, that was a shocking segue.
Games we are looking forward to coming out
Dude,
this
that
year.
was the worst segue ever.
Well, I'm just getting the bad ones out the way now.
You know
That
what you
was
could
like
have said? You could have said, you know what is worse?
You did a
Not
U-turn.
getting to play these amazing games.
You did a U-turn and then realized, oh wait, no, we were going the right way.
Reminds
You've
me,
just done a 2 U-turns because you realise.
the best one of those I ever did was when the wrestling crowd I was with, the wrestling promotion I was with, was performing at the Royal Adelaide show each night. And it was my job to go out and spruik it on the microphone because I was the ring announcer. So I was spruiking, blah, blah, blah. Then got a crowd in. Probably about 150 people came in to watch this match. Then there was a match where the current champion was wrestling, but he was losing, so it was a non-title match. And it was very important because he was losing. It had to be non-title, so the title didn't come off him. Mm-hmm. I went into ring announce and I said, the following title match. I realized I fucked up. The following title match is a non-title match. I actually said that.
God. Jesus.
Man, we let you write stuff for this.
Yeah, Ben, maybe this newsletter will help you polish things up again.
This newsletter, which is not a newsletter.
I was literally standing in the middle of the ring, surrounded by 150, 200 people. The following title match, is a non-title match. It was fun times. Anyway, what are games we're looking forward to in 2023, Floppy?
There are a number of games we're looking forward to in this year. Mm-hmm. I decided to throw a few in the ring. See what I did there? Little wrestling thing.
Bing, bing, bing.
And chat about a couple of them. So, they're in no particular order. They're just games that we think are going to be cool or looking forward to playing
But
in
the first one is the
2023.
best.
All right, so the first one, I'll put it here because I know Ben would be just sitting there bouncing around waiting to talk about it anyway. So
Chrono
first one,
Trigger Remastered.
Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. Coming May 12th.
I'll allow
follows the defeat of Calamity Ganon in 2017's Breath of the Wild. Link is on a brand new adventure that takes him to the skies as well this time.
Can we just quickly touch on?
You can expand.
It's been 6 years now.
Yeah.
What did we think of that final fight with Calamity Ganon?
Never got there.
Really,
Yeah,
Braden?
no, I never finished it.
Did you finish it, Braden?
I got like 40 minutes in.
Okay, so I played this game for over 200 hours.
That is a long time.
I loved this game so much.
That's me when it's a 10-hour game.
I explored every single possible area of this game. Not as much as Mr. A game, but
Oh, he's so...
honestly, this game was so much to me. It was perfect up until the last boss battle. It were so the last boss battle.
Yeah.
I'm going to spoil it now because it's been 10 years, and if you haven't played it by now, then
It's
sure.
been 6, but okay.
Whatever. Is just a big, massive, magical beast Ganon as a big warthog, just standing there, and you just ride around on your horse firing arrows at spots, and that's the final battle.
That seems...
Really anticlimactic.
How often do you find that boss battles at the end of a game are not as hard as you think they're going to be or not as climactic? Because you spend the whole game building up to these things.
But you went in there and you came up against Ganon in the in Hyrule Tower, and that was a good battle. You had to parry, you had to use all the items that you used and all the techniques throughout the game in order to defeat him. And then it went to the final battle, and you go, "Oh, here we go, we're going outside." So this is in the actual castle. If you skip forward after this, Braden, this is sort of like the mid-tier boss. It's just a giant warthog, and he doesn't move. Even if they had it, Ganon was as in his beast form, was running around Hyrule, and you were chasing him down and firing arrows, and he was turning around at some point and firing stuff at you. But he just stands there and fires a laser every now and then.
Yeah.
And as Triple Andy said, DLC boss ended up being the best boss. I agree with that.
I got a little bit of that with Evil West. The main... The climactic boss battle was actually easier than a heap of the mini bosses.
Yeah.
But all that aside,
Yep.
Tears of the Kingdom.
Yep.
How excited are you, man?
I'm super excited. I've actually not pre-ordered it yet because I'm waiting for a collector's edition to be announced. And as soon as that's announced, I will be putting my money down and grabbing that. I cannot wait.
I'd be surprised that it hasn't been announced yet.
So am I actually. The first special edition that came out for Breath of the Wild was great and goes for $900 now.
Do you have it?
Yes, I do. That was again the
I got 3 VHS, mate.
Switch launch day. I've told this story.
Probably.
Where I was going and getting my Switch. What, Brad? Why? Oh, because of the
Tears of the Kingdom.
Tears of the Kingdom.
Yeah, okay. All right.
I only heard like weeks after when people were commenting on it. They were like, "Oh, that's why they delayed it."
Yeah. Monarchy. Just kill
As
them
if
all.
anything was to do with that. Like,
Because the kingdom was crying because the queen had died.
Yeah, but-
Oh, no.
one
Anyway.
thing ain't got nothing to do with the other.
I went to pick up my Switch and Breath of the Wild because it was a launch title.
Yeah.
And I was standing in line. There was a gentleman in front of me, and he pulled out all the like 3 or 4 pamphlets with just different prices and said price match, price match, price match. And I went, yeah, right, blah blah blah. And they went through it all, and she goes, all right, I'll just go and get your stuff. And the girl went out the back, and I just tapped him on the shoulder and went, hey man, you done with those? Yeah, here you go. So I grabbed his pamphlets.
Good work.
He got it all, and I went up to the same girl and I just went, hey, so I have these pamphlets, and she looked at me and went, okay.
Yeah, right.
And she goes, but I will take them.
You just keep passing them down the line.
It saved me about $150.
Good work.
So I'm willing to do that. Yeah, that was great.
Nice.
Anyway, continue on.
Yeah. I'm probably going to go back and finish.
You should.
Yeah, Breath of
should.
the Wild, because I think I've got one of the. I always go to call them mimetic beasts, which is from a
Sure.
different show.
Yep.
What are they called? The big beasties, the 4 big beasties.
The Beasties works.
All right, I've got one left to go.
Cool. Which one?
I think it is
Camel?
Yeah, I think it's the camel.
Yeah, it's a tough
Was
one.
that when you're inside the sort of the torso of the camel?
Yep.
Yeah.
He's
That one to
wearing a
go.
leather jacket and aviators, and he's smoking.
Yep, that's the one.
Yeah,
Goes by the name of Joe.
Joe Camel.
Joe Mama.
Yeah, I've got that one to go, and then Ganon.
Cool.
But I played it like quite a bit.
You know you can do Ganon without doing all 4 of them.
I did know that, but I didn't want to.
Anyway,
I feel like
you
I'm
should.
missing a lot.
Everyone should.
Cool. So yeah, I dare say there's a lot of people out there looking forward to that one. One I'm very much looking forward to is probably my most anticipated game this year.
Too bad you can't pick it in the Fantasy Critic.
Because it's a remake.
Yep.
Is the Resident Evil 4 remake coming out March 24th? Not long now. It's a remake of the 2005 classic in the same vein as the remake of 2 and 3 that we've had over the last few years. So I'm super keen to see what they do with this. Obviously, 4 is when they moved away from the whole Raccoon City underground labs and everything, and they went to a rural area, and it wasn't the zombies like we'd known them. It was, the guys that are affected by the mold and all that sort of stuff, or
But
the
you know who is?
progenitor virus.
Who is in it from the previous games?
What do you mean? Like Leon? Leon! Yes, Leon, the most handsome man of the Final Fantasies.
Yeah,
Well,
sure.
why not? Yeah, Final Fantasy, Resident Evils. Yeah, I'm super keen for this and to see what it's going to look like with the Resident Evil 2,
Honestly,
3
with what they've done
remake.
with 2 and 3, this is
Oh.
going to be fantastic. This is going to be amazing. And I'm glad they've taken Ashley out of a skirt.
Yes, absolutely. I'm glad that they've updated it to be
Not
in line
90s
with...
cringe.
Yeah, in line
Instead,
with...
it's different 90s cringe. She's wearing parachute pants now.
Yeah. Hammer time.
Dude, I was literally wearing matching happy pants with my 5-year-old son this morning.
That's amazing. Oh,
We had
awesome.
happy pants that, no joke, my mum made for us.
That's freaking awesome.
And we were wearing them today. Matchy. So good.
Anyway.
But yeah, I'm super, super keen for Resi Evil.
Yep.
And I want them to then announce, I want to see how well this does, because I know it's going to do well. I want to see them do number 1.
I think they're leading up to it shortly.
They'd have
Is
to.
there any big anniversary coming up?
Oh, I'd have to have a look at it, but...
I want them to announce they're remaking 5 and 6, but they're not 5 and 6 in the slightest.
They're just new
They're
games?
called Resident Evil 5 and Resident Evil 6, but they're completely new titles.
Yep.
Except they've still got him punching a boulder.
Yeah.
But yeah, number 1 needs to be done. Like, I know they did a remake or a director's cut, whatever you'd like to call it. But I want to see him give it the third person, the over the shoulder. Just
Tank controls.
yes, no tank controls. Thank you. Yeah, that'd be amazing.
Fun little thing. Sorry, you mentioning controls just made me remember, because I only saw it like a couple days ago. Did you know that someone's made a completely new mod for Star Wars Dark Forces?
No,
They've made a completely new mod that completely changes the engine that it runs in.
I did see this.
And so all the controls, like the control scheme is updated so that it actually just makes way more modern sense.
You know, I had no
Wow.
idea. Up until Dark Forces, in a first-person shooter, you couldn't look up or down.
Yeah.
no, your shots, if you were in line with it, would automatically hit it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like the original Doom.
Crazy. Yeah.
Yeah,
Wolfenstein.
someone's made the Force engine
Ooh.
and it just makes it control so much better. So I'm instantly installing that when I go to play Dark Forces soon.
I really want to play Dark Forces again.
It's on Steam
Cool
for
game.
$5.
I don't have a computer that can run Steam.
Fair.
Next one, I put in here because I was anticipating Anto to be here at this point in time. I put in Final Fantasy 16, knowing how excited he is for this.
Ben, what are your thoughts on this one?
My thoughts are we're running out of time. What's next?
So June 22nd, keeping real-time combat of later entries, Final Fantasy 16 is adopting a darker fantasy setting away from the more dystopian tech-based ones of the last few that we've seen.
Full of white people. So enjoy that.
There you go. The next one, however, Braden,
Hello.
I know this is not going to date,
Oh,
but I put it in there anyway.
thank you.
Marvel Spider-Man 2.
My God, I'm so excited for this game.
Me too.
Ben
Now-
is nothing. Ben is Ben has just
Ben
been
is nothing,
glossed
doesn't matter.
over like it.
No,
Probably hasn't even paid the first
No,
game.
you just go, oh yeah, Braden, clearly the biggest Spider-Man
I put Legend
fan.
of Zelda in for you.
Yeah, but you signed Braden, oh yeah, this Spider-Man game's... My daughter's named after Spider-Man.
Yep.
That doesn't. I didn't say you weren't a fan.
No, I'm a white guy on the internet. I need to gatekeep.
That is fair.
Now, we know that Venom's in it, right?
Yep.
There has been talk about Kraven the Hunter. Have you heard anything factual about that? Either of you?
No.
No. But, I mean, talk about brand synergy. Sony's movie division making that Kraven the Hunter movie for some reason.
Yeah.
Because they think that they know what they're doing with comic book
God,
properties.
So, like,
sorry. Oh.
just going on how clean and how polished the first one was, and then how clean and polished Miles was, and now seeing them together, I'm wondering whether you'll be able to flick between the two.
I think that's what's on the cards.
so.
You can decide which one you're going as.
Do you think it's going to be any time, or are it going to be mission based? Which one should you be, or is it going to be you pick one at the start?
I think it'll be at the start, you play some as Peter, you play some as Miles, and then whoever you want.
Or will it be co-op?
Well, it might be co-op.
I hope not.
Can you imagine
really
if it's just like if you had the option to play as co-op?
If you had the option and it didn't actually impact anything.
no, like a
but-
Borderlands thing.
Nah.
Maybe we'll see. I don't know.
I
Just
want
throwing
my
thoughts out there.
Spider-Man game to be good.
Throwing thoughts out there. Next one coming February 10th is Hogwarts Legacy. Obviously, a huge fan base out there. Dylan the Villain in the chat. Know you're keen. So you can become a witch or a wizard at Hogwarts in the 1890s. I didn't realize it was set so far back, actually. You can.
Simon Pegg is the headmaster.
Oh, I do like Simon Pegg. You can attend classes, explore the Forbidden Forest, visit Diagon Alley, and learn spells to fight the enemies. Also ride all sorts of creatures from the universe, and has an excellent character creator. Just touching on that, we are not mentioning the creator's name because of horrible views that person has.
But we will mention, Braden, who were we mentioning?
We're mentioning the good folks over at, I want to say it was Transcend or
There was Transcend.
and then there's also Minus 18, who are excellent groups for education and support of the LGBTQIA plus community here in Australia.
Wonderful, wonderful. But yeah, you can actually create a trans character in this, which I think is
Excellent.
a wonderful progressive step forward.
Correct.
Let's keep doing that.
Next.
Oh, Braden, you and I again. Screw Bren.
Screw Bren.
Screw Ben. Sorry, I got excited. Star Wars Jedi Survivor 2. Well, Star Wars Jedi Survivor.
Oh.
March 17th. It is really close.
I just pre-ordered this the other day.
Did
because
you?
I saw that when you pre-order it, you can get a bunch of extra skins and stuff.
Yes, you can.
You
Number
can
one's
get
on PS
Obi-Wan's skin.
Obi-Wan
Yes,
skin.
you
Like
can.
his outfit, I should say, not his skin.
Oh, I was going to say.
You can't just become Ewan
Pulls
McGregor.
like- just like Leatherface.
Yeah, it's Leatherface Ewan McGregor.
So this is set 5 years after... Oh, it's set 5 years later. Survivor continues the story of an older, wiser, and more bearded Cal Kestis.
Yeah, you
Wow.
can tell time's passed because he's grown a beard.
Correct. Here's new moves with lightsaber. Customization, you're on the run from the Empire as their number one most wanted enemy.
And
He's got to be turning up in a TV series soon, right?
Has to be.
I mean,
Come on.
he's a great actor.
He's
Like,
great.
who's going to kill him? Darth?
I want Darth to absolutely annihilate him,
Yeah.
and
So-
it will be excellent.
This, so my top 2 favorite Star Wars games, and it flicks as to which one's top depending on the week that I have, is
Also,
Force
who's
Unleashed.
this guy?
Yeah,
This like Han Solo type who apparently like can do combo moves with you.
that's awesome.
Very interested.
I hope it's his boyfriend. I actually do hope it's his boyfriend.
God, I hope it's his boyfriend.
Was he the? Did he have a friend at the very beginning of the first one when he was in that junkyard?
Yeah,
Did
he
he
was
have
at the junkyard.
Did he have a friend?
I mean, he had a co-worker. Are you friends with your co-workers?
Yeah.
Oh, look at
not.
he's
Some
got
of
the
them.
little Kylo Ren little hilt
But yeah,
bit.
I am so keen for this. I can't wait for a replica of that lightsaber.
You can get it at Galaxy's Edge. You can make it.
I read somewhere, like I was rewatching Obi-Wan, and you know that scene where he opens up the crates, which are very much reminiscent of the crates from Jedi Fallen Order, and there's a bunch of cloaks in one, like their robes, and a bunch of lightsabers.
Yep.
Apparently those lightsabers are all Cal Kestis lightsabers.
Oh, that's fun.
I didn't know that, and I going back and freeze framing it, I was like, oh yeah, I can see it in some of them, but I just like, I hope that is what that is.
That's cool. Also, for Christmas, I got BD1.
Nice.
The
Lego?
set. Oh my god.
Oh,
So good.
that's cute. All right, next one up for games that we are looking forward to. Ben, I think, are you looking forward to this one?
I would be, but I'd never finish the first one because it's too big.
It is very big. Octopath Traveler 2. Coming very soon, February 24th.
Please be excited.
Please, I'm excited. So 8 characters with converging stories, much like the first game. So far, we know that there's a scholar and a merchant. It also introduces latent abilities, which activate after taking a certain amount of damage. So kind of gives you a little bit of a hoik up if you're not doing too well.
Say it with me. 3, 2, 1.
Directions.
Oh, sorry, what?
Please remake this as Chrono Trigger.
It's such a beautiful looking game.
Yeah.
I've got the original collector's edition here for Octopath Traveler.
That's a beautiful box set.
It is so beautiful. You open it up and it has like 3D little fold-out pop-up environments for each of the 8 characters. It's just, chef
Mwah.
kiss.
Yep.
All right, now one that I'm probably my second most anticipated game on this list. No, third. Armored Core 6: Fires of Rubicon. We all know I like giant robots and mechs and all of those things that fight.
Like Ultraman.
Yeah,
Everyone
what?
likes Ultraman.
Nah.
We should watch Shin
So
Ultraman.
this doesn't actually have a release date. It's just got a window. I think it's fall this year or something like that, wherever that is in the States. It's set in a destroyed world with challenging boss battles and giant robots locked in high explosive combat. It is from Software, and they will bring us Armored Core without making it a Souls game, please.
It'll be a Souls
I
game.
have heard a lot of people saying that they don't think it's going to be in the same style as a Souls game. That people are thinking it is going to be an Armored Core game, and this is like a passion project for them.
Yeah, look at that. The
Them being like,
designs are
we're
so
going back to
cool.
our roots of like, we loved making these games. We want to make it the best one of these games.
This was revealed Game Awards.
I believe so, yeah.
Yes, I believe it was also revealed really close to when they suddenly revealed that random Transformers trailer.
yeah.
No, that's right.
So that was weird.
Healy.
This looks
the
amazing.
trailers.
And I really hope the gameplay is as impressive as the cinematics.
And last but not least.
No one cares about this one. You want to skip this one?
Sure, but I have played Street Fighter 6.
Street Fighter 6 coming June 6th. Ben, would you like to take us into this one?
This is a really cool game. I only had access to the game hub where you challenge other people. Won some matches, got my butt kicked by other matches.
Is that you playing the punching bag there?
Yeah, that's it. I had a lot of fun. I think it moved very, very well. It's certainly a lot more polished than what Street Fighter V was when it was released. I think Capcom's learnt their lesson there. I thought it was really cool. For a beta test, it was really polished. The only thing I didn't like is in order to change the button configuration, you had to go into a submenu, then a submenu, then a submenu, then a submenu, and I had to go on the internet to find out how to change my button configuration because I have a very
Your
specific
butt configuration.
That's right.
Yes.
Very specific configuration for Street Fighter on handhelds. This game's shaping up to be really, really good. Really enjoyed it. If you're a Street Fighter fan, even if you're a fighting fan, I do recommend buying this. I just don't recommend going on the internet and playing it because you will get your butt whooped.
Yes. Can you tell me a little bit about there was a 3D area where you could run around in?
Yeah, so that's the hub world. That's basically where I was. It's just this big area where you can adjust your player icon So there's
right.
a story mode where you go around learning from all the martial artists. During that game, you can also, once you've befriended them and learned their moves, like with Ryu, you learn the Dragon Uppercut. You can call them in to help you during a battle.
Okay.
Yeah,
The hub world is very like NBA 2K.
Yeah.
They've got their like the city thing.
Yeah.
I like how do I say, how isolated the movements are, if that makes sense. They're very snappy.
Yeah, and it looks visually stunning,
Yeah.
especially the special moves and the combos and when you power up as well. As Triple Indy said in the live chat, Monster Hunter Hub, but Street Fighter. It's
Oh,
basically that.
Do they have a mode like what they've done with the Mortal Kombat lately? If you don't or are not good at doing all of the finishing moves and the super big combos, can you just activate them?
Yes, so there is a new mode that they've brought out where it's basically one button moves. So
But
if you
not
want
for competition or anything like that. You wouldn't be able to use that for online play or anything.
no, you can,
Oh, really? That seems unfair.
but I think you're paired up with like individuals.
Gotcha.
But yeah, you can do the fireball by pressing a button, which they've had for quite a while now. I don't understand why the whole fuss about it now. Is they've had something very similar in previous versions of Street Fighter. But yeah, very good game so far. So Triple Indy's just corrected me. Basic control is offline only. There you go.
There you go. Yeah, that's what I was assuming, because online I thought...
I read somewhere that they're allowing it, but you
One of these.
light-based smash 'em up.
3 minutes.
All right, we're going to go to a segment. Deals!
Oh. All right, deals. I got some good deals for you. I've had a little look over the last couple of days, and if you are the owner of a Switch, you should buy some things. One of those things is Spiritfarer.
Hell yeah.
Spiritfarer, you've played this?
I've not played it. It's on my list.
It's on your list. It is now on my list as well to be played. Braden, have you played Spiritfarer?
No, but it's visually satisfying.
It is very visually
This is
satisfying.
a
It's highly
Braden-ass
sought
game
after.
if I've ever
It's
seen
a very
one.
Braden game.
Highly sought after in a physical form and hard to get now. So normally $43. This is down to $11.
Yep.
And that is the base game and all additional content. It's like a management game about dying.
Yep.
Sold.
Also on the Switch, only because I have a recent interest in the subject matter, is Warhammer 40,000 Mechanicus. This is normally a $60 game. It is down to $15. It is a tactical strategy game.
Oh, is this the like XCOM-y type one?
Yes.
Ooh, nice.
Down to $15. And it's like, also, once again, visually, it's just really nice to look at. Like, it's quite smooth. Yeah. Very cool. I like the lore and the world and the characters, if you want to call them that, in the Warhammer things. Very, very cool. Over on the PlayStation, a couple of really good deals. If you are a fan of Assassin's Creed Odyssey and have not played it, but probably have, you can get the deluxe edition, normally $122. It's down to $30. And that is the full game, which is easily a 30-hour to 60-hour game, plus the rest.
Way more than that.
Yeah. Oh, no. That's if you mainline it.
If you're just doing the plot,
Yeah. If you're going everything, you're probably over 100 hours, yeah?
Yeah.
Easy?
Easily.
Plus 5 DLCs.
Oh, that's so much game.
But that's a lot of content for $30.
Yeah.
So
oh my
if you have some time off, or, yeah.
Sorry,
Have a broken
he
leg.
just shoved a trident through a guy's stomach and then pulled it out effortlessly.
He's that strong.
He got Aquaman.
Okay.
Yeah. Also on the PlayStation, because I don't mention it enough every time it comes up, is Alien Isolation. One of the best horror games ever made in the history of gaming. Normally $47, down to $10.
That's worth it just for that.
$10 is totally worth it.
Is this multiplayer as well? Can you play with friends?
There was a multiplayer, but not it's not the main
multiplayer
game.
was Fireteam?
No, I mean,
Fireteam?
that was a different game. There was a multiplayer aspect to this game, but it wasn't part of
Oh.
the main story.
Oh, okay.
Right.
So this is
I
only the
never
main
played
story.
that multiplayer of this because, you know me, I'm not a huge multiplayer guy. Yeah, $10. Triple Indy says $10 a set of headphones and you'll never sleep again. It's so true. It's so true. $10 for your cheapest anxiety attack.
I don't have to pay money for those.
Now, over on Game Pass, there are some pretty interesting things coming to Game Pass this month. So if you already have it, well, you've already paid for it. If you haven't got it, $1 to start up for your first month. Persona 4 Golden,
Yo,
which
this is
Ba-dum-bum.
the Persona game.
which were originally released on the Vita, I believe.
Yep.
And then I think it got a release on the PS3.
Yeah.
Maybe not Golden.
Golden was
Golden-
recently released
Recently
on
came
online
to
stores.
PC and stuff.
Yeah, but Persona 4 Golden is kind of like if you're going to play one Persona game, it's usually that one.
I think they're remaking Persona 4.
That's what it is. Another thing that's come to Game Pass is the other game that you should play if you're into Persona, which is Persona 3 Portable. So, which I reckon was the PSP one.
Correct.
Which looks remarkably similar, funnily enough.
This is the same trailer.
But then, whoops, sorry about that. Then, also, just for something a little bit different, and for those of people Ben and I's age, Age of Empires 2 Definitive Edition is coming to Xbox.
I've never played Age of Empires.
Really?
Really.
I thought everyone our age, because it was on every school computer in the 90s.
No, we put Doom mods on all our computers. So I played like the Swedish Chef's Kitchen of Doom, Simpsons Doom, that sort of stuff.
Have you ever played Age of Empires, Braden?
No, but this sort of like historical strategy type game is a genre I do like.
I thought it would be. You'd be a Civilization kind of guy too.
Oh, I
as well.
love me some Civ 5.
So Age of Empires is like if you get Civilization, but then make it Warcraft or Command and Conquer.
Yep.
Yeah,
And
great
then
fun.
they also had the Star Wars type game, didn't they, as well?
Yeah, there was,
was-
something of the Empire.
Yeah.
Forces of the Empire or something like that.
Something like that.
There was something like that, and you could lead around troops and things like that of the Empire. But yeah, it was really cool. But yeah, that is deals for the week.
Do you know what it's time to do now? It's time to get ready for quiz.
That is so anticlimactic, man.
You're ready for quiz?
I think it's better the less energy it has.
Are you all ready to quiz?
I'd like to quiz on your face.
Get your quiz out. Get your quiz on.
It gets worse.
It's time.
Do that.
Quizzy.
Ow, my eye. So I have 4 multiple choice questions. I'll read the question, then the possible choices, then these 2 fine people will yell out their names if they think they know the answer. If they get it right, they get a point. If they don't get a point. We're starting anew because I don't know if you remember last show, Anto came from behind and won, took out the whole thing.
Quizzed everywhere.
Just quizzed just snuck up from behind, quizzed out Floppy. Floppy
Yep.
was enraged, but he calmed down 2 to 3 minutes after.
It's true. Had a cigarette and went to sleep.
So, you're ready for quiz?
Yeah.
Okay, this first question here comes from Michael Towns, Game Boy Games. Michael Towns, go plays games. They're a good time.
Sorry, I put me continuity.
Continuity. Here we go. In the 1987 game, How to Be a Complete Bastard, it's a real game.
Main
Yes.
character's name was Ben.
So Floppy's on -10. There's a computer you come across in the house the game is set. With Jesus Christ. With one of the in-game options, you can press on this computer being... So basically, you're playing this game.
Yep.
You come across a computer
In the game.
in the game, and there's 4 options. There's an options on the screen.
Yep.
Yeah.
Which one of these is real?
Okay.
Did we get the name of the game?
How to Be a Complete Bastard.
Oh, that's right. Yep, cool.
Okay, A, pressing reset, which would reset your actual computer. B, pressing print, which would print out a short game guide. C, pressing backspace, which would make your character moonwalk. Or D, pressing a link to watch Hack the Dino live on Twitch every second Friday, 7 p.m. Australian
Floppy.
Central Time. Floppy.
It is How to Be a Bastard, right?
Yep.
What was the first answer, sorry?
Pressing reset, which would reset your actual computer.
I'll go with that.
You are correct.
Ooh.
So apparently the game...
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was a tape-loaded game, which would take a very long time to boot back up.
Incredible.
That's great.
That is nasty.
I
love
was thinking of the printing one, but then I was like, not everyone at that time.
Not everyone
would
would have had a printer.
Yeah, that'd be expensive.
I thought the same thing. I thought the printer thing because I'm
So-
like, and that's like a real dick move though.
Power of deduction. I thought real dick move was going to be the Hack the Dino one, but I think the reset made the more sense.
Okay, question number 2. What feature did Nintendo want to implement with the Nintendo DS? A, register your blood type. B, register your eye color. C, register your marital status. Or D, register your mother's maiden name, the street you grew up on, and the name of your first pet.
Braden,
Braden?
was it eye color?
B?
B.
Incorrect.
Can I have a crack?
Yeah, well, you get a shot now.
Is it C? Marital status?
Marital status.
Incorrect.
Mostly kids playing Nintendo DS.
Register your blood type. This was
Why?
discovered.
For what purpose?
This was discovered in a prototype of the DS programming by Forest of Illusion, who do great saving data work.
Wow, turns out Reggie has a lot more similarities to Blade than we thought.
Well, it wasn't Reggie. that was Japan doing all that.
No.
But yeah, I don't even
Reggie.
know my blood
Oh.
type. I've no
You
idea.
know what? I don't know mine either.
Yeah.
You know what that means? It means it's been too long since we've donated blood.
It's the first time I've got an A+ in years. Also, just because we're talking about vampires, you'll see that new Nicolas Cage trailer.
Oh yes.
Oh my god.
Oh, cannot wait.
Oh, Floppy, we got to show you this trailer.
Oh, I've seen it.
Renfield.
Oh, you have.
That's
Good.
why I was shaking my head.
Okay, good.
Okay, here we go. This one is from Dylan the Villain.
All right.
Here we go. Can Dylan stump everyone? How many different mushroom types are there in the Super Mario series?
Do you know this one off the top of your head, Ben?
I don't. I didn't know this one. Here we go. A, 68. B, 78. C, 88. Or D, 98.
Floppy.
Floppy.
I don't know. So I'm going to have a
You were
guess, right?
shitting me that it's that many. Oh my god.
But I'm going to go, because it's like a round thing. I don't mean the thing. I mean like a round number, like the 88.
Like
Just 'cause it's-
mushrooms are...
No, I'm going to go with the 88 because...
Yeah, shut up. You're wrong. Braden?
Which A, B, C, or D was that?
That was C.
That was
That
C.
was C. Okay, I'm going to go with B.
B, 78?
Yeah.
Correct.
Got a point. Thanks,
Well done,
Dylan.
Dylan.
I didn't know that.
That's so
That
many.
is so many different kinds of mushrooms.
Because he sent it to me and I went, what?
I
Like,
can
I was
think
expecting 20.
I can think of 4.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Anyway,
Wow.
good research there, Dylan.
Yeah, that's a fun
Well done.
fact.
All right, here we go. Final question for this week.
Okay.
What was the best-selling Super Famicom game? Was it A, Super Mario World, B, Super Mario Kart, C, Super Street Fighter 2, or D, Superman 64?
Floppy.
Floppy.
Why do I feel like I've been set up now?
Please say D.
Hey?
Please say D.
I'm never going to say D. I'm
Why
going to
not?
say C. I'm going to say Street Fighter 2.
Super Street Fighter 2?
Yeah.
No. Braden, free chance.
I'm going to go with B, Mario Kart.
Absolutely correct.
Yeah.
Braden hits the lead for the first time ever.
Ever. Oh my god. Wow.
Oh my god, I forgot the stores aren't continuing. I was like, I'm way ahead.
We've reset. So at the end of that
no.
round, we have Floppy on 1, Anto on 0, and Braden in the lead on 2. And guess what? That's the grand
Well done.
final. Braden won. So,
Oh, wow. Thank you all so much. Thank you.
well, we'll play again next time.
I can't wait to hold my place in first for a
I
while.
really thought there was going to be some weird tournament thing that threw Street Fighter in there.
Well, I'm just glad that my joke answers got the appropriate reaction from Braden.
Of a little giggle.
They did. They definitely did.
But we have been Hack the Dino. This has been our gaming cast where we bring you the past, present, and future of video games news, previews, and discussions. But this isn't all we do. Floppy,
Yes.
what do you do when you're not
Oh.
sitting on the stool being all wacky?
Should have fallen off of it.
Yeah, that's right.
I go over to Instagram where I am called Floppy Plays Games, and I post pictures of games that I purchase, play, things that I have or enjoy. There's my Gotham Knight statue because I love that game.
Very nice. It's a good statue.
It was a fantastic statue and modelled on Jim Lee's artwork. Yay. Copies of Hades, Callisto Protocol, which I'm playing right now, and Stubbs the Zombie. Bit of a
Hades,
throwback.
man.
Yeah,
we
Hades.
haven't even brought up Hades.
We didn't talk about Hades 2 coming up in
know.
2023. I should have put that in there as a...
Game of the year.
yep.
Early
probably.
access.
Oh, really? Only early access?
Oh,
Yeah,
that's right.
because
That's why I
Hades
didn't do
was
it.
in early access for a while as well.
That's
You're right. That's why I didn't
So,
do it, because it's in
yep.
early access, and I
It's-
took it off the list.
Yeah,
It's
that's
the
why you didn't
biggest,
do it.
like...
No, it is. I did. I had it in there.
Okay.
It's the biggest, like, two-hit punch because you're like, oh my god, yes, Hades 2. Oh, it's early access.
Early access, yeah.
But yeah.
Braden.
Oh, hi.
Oh,
Right.
there's my new Gears of War Xbox One controller.
That's a cool control.
Yeah, it's very cool.
Brandon, what do you like to do?
I like to talk about movies.
Are you sure?
Yeah. Tell you what, I watched a good movie recently.
Yeah? What was that?
You can watch it over. I'm trying to type at the same time.
I know. I was trying to let
as-
you
It's
name a
called
movie.
Joe versus the Volcano.
So Floppy and I can wax lyrical while you try and desperately type.
Y'all should.
don't
There's this thing called
wax
Netflix,
nothing.
right? There's some stuff on there.
Yep.
And I tell you what, everyone should go and check out the film adaptation of Tim Minchin's
Matilda?
Matilda.
Jasmine and I watched that the other night.
Ooh.
Just want to say that, viral scene with the red beret girl.
Yeah.
That is the only good part of that film.
Oh,
You know that if Tim Minchin shaved his head,
that made me sad.
I don't look like a rat.
a
you
good
know
movie.
what's really good? I think it's on Netflix. I watched the new version of The Invisible Man.
Oh yeah.
Oh, the horror one.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
was terrifying.
Well, because we went to the preview for that.
Oh,
And
did you?
I was super nervous going in because I thought it was going to be like 100% horror.
You know.
Because they sold it as like a horror thriller.
But it's a thriller. I wouldn't
get-
call it a horror. It's
no,
a thriller.
It's a thriller, and then halfway through it becomes a sci-fi movie.
I know, right? But still a thriller. It's really good. Yeah.
I thoroughly enjoyed it.
Yeah,
I
that
highly
part when
recommend
she's
it.
in the roof and there's the
I just throw the paint. Oh, also highly recommend Wednesday.
I was just
Oh.
about to bring this up as well.
so good.
Really good up until that last episode where they just completely fluffed that landing.
The twist.
The twist is ridiculous.
It's ridiculous, but my God, Michaela and I were screaming.
It was. I saw it and just went, "What?"
But surely you saw it coming.
I saw it. What? I did, but I thought they'd be smarter with it.
I don't think they needed to
Like
be
they
there.
set up these rules, but no. Oh, guess what? He's evil as well. It's like, what? Fuck off.
Yeah.
Like that's just lazy. Anyway, Jenna Ortega, great,
Oh my
great
God.
actress.
Oh, the casting in that show
Oh.
is incredible.
Who played Uncle Fester? He's brilliant. Uncle Fester has
Oh my
always
God.
been my favorite,
Yes, it's,
and they nailed it. And they didn't shy away with him being a criminal who murders people
Like,
for bank
straight
robberies.
up. It's
That's great.
Also, everyone else on the show really liked Avatar 2.
Fantastic. I can't wait to see that. I know it's going to be very pretty with little substance,
Very.
but that's all I want it to be.
Then you'll be very happy.
Excellent.
Yeah, I was not a massive fan of it. But also, Glass Onion's incredible.
I'm with you.
Glass Onion is incredible. Everyone should go watch that.
I didn't spoil anything there, did I?
Yeah, you kind of did.
Oh,
The Wednesday.
I mean, like, yeah, but you don't know who. There's like 4 people in that show that could be. You said a guy who turns out to be evil. That
Yeah.
could be 8 different people.
It's true. Or
Yeah.
did I spoil Fester?
Oh, I mean, nah. He was
No.
in the trailers.
Oh, okay, good. Sorry if
That's
I
it.
did spoil. I don't like spoilers. I try to be very careful.
But yeah, a fun episode if you do actually want to just hear our thoughts on movies, especially the fact that the Barbie movie looks really good. Is our most recent episode where we do our top 10s of last year and we talk about our most anticipated of this year. No surprise, my top anticipated is Across the Spider-Verse.
Oh, yeah. Damn. I want to watch Spider-Verse again. It's such a great film. Anyway, you can find me over at Mr. Benjamin, where I put up all my video game retro purchases for insurance purposes and to share with everyone because, this stuff needs to be shared. I think I went through a majority of what I've picked up lately. I did the other day pick up a $15 box Super Nintendo game. But what you're seeing on the screen now is art from Bad Game Art. So if you're not heading over to Mr. Benjamin, be sure to head on over to Bad Game Arts, where I put up the worst video game art, covers, magazines, whatever, from the late 90s and early 2000s. And we can see on here a cover for a Commodore 64 game called The Detective, or, as I like to call it, tell me you don't know about Light Source without telling me you don't know about Light Source.
How many lights are there in this place?
Well, there's the one coming from that room where the guy's just entered, so he's silhouette. And then apparently there's one in front of the guy who's looking back.
and also one on the left.
And then he's got that really weird looking gun that has no trigger for some reason.
Also, how is he holding it?
Well, he's got his little finger on there.
No, but like, yeah, that's
Also,
very strange.
those stairs are straight out of an abstract painting.
Yeah.
And don't go anywhere.
And I actually went on a bit of a
It's also a massive cigarette.
posting spree. That dragon is the most bored-looking human. Oh, well, not human. Bored-looking creature I've ever seen. He's just both of them just don't give two shits. It's like, hey man. You know that Warner Brothers cartoon with like the the sheepdog clocking in and the curtain.
Yes.
Hey
Yeah.
Max, hey Sam, it's
Yeah.
that.
Hey Sam. Hey man.
They're
Sheepdog
just-
and wolf.
They're there to do their job, and that's it. If we look at another one, what else have we got here? Oh yes, Karnov.
Is
It
that
looks
what
like
Juggernauts look like if his armor was made of flesh?
Yep.
it looks like the from Doctor Who. It looks like the Sontarans.
Yeah, it does. I don't know why he has no
Oh
neck.
no! I mean, he takes up a lot of the frame, but please look at the dinosaur behind him.
The T-Rex.
Oh my god, what is happening there?
You know what he looks like? He looks like if someone airbrushed muscles onto Juggernaut's armor
Yep.
and head.
And a moustache that droops down his chin.
Oh bless.
But then he takes that head off and it just sits on a shelf.
Then next up we have, yes, this classic. I actually own this magazine. I was reading it the other day. This classic. So basically, what they used to do back in the olden days, in the early 90s, whenever they needed art for the cover of a magazine, they got the work experience kid to just draw something up, and they'd put that on the cover of the magazine. So that's what we can see here.
That's a bit different. Is
So-
that meant to be Kano down the bottom?
Yeah, that's Kano with his massive forehead.
Why has he got Dick Tracy's hair?
I don't know, but how long is Sonya Blade's neck?
Wow, I hadn't noticed that one.
Yeah. Look at that.
Also, why is Sonya Blade actually one of the Johnny Cage in Sonya Blade's outfit? That looks weird. Look at her face.
She's not happy. And I've got time for one more there. Oh, yes, the birds and the bees. That bird is about to be ripped in half.
Wow.
No,
That is some
That's that-
devious stuff going
the
on.
gif of the train trying to go into the very small tunnel.
The birds and the bees, I'm sorry, but
To be fair, the bee looks up for it.
You like jazz?
for the 48K Spectrum.
I think that's all the bad game arts we have for this week. But we've been Hack the Dino. Be sure to visit hackthedino.com. Leave us a review. Subscribe to all our things there. And, let's grow this 2023. Let's leave some reviews. Let's tell some friends. Let's eat lots of food and just get massive and pumped and ripped. And, we'll just go around bashing, inanimate objects.
My shorts are really slippery on this seat.
Oh, no, we'll just end it there. That's great.